Okay, that was weird. Apparently, my wavelength decided to die on me. That was not helpful. A lot of things are dying on me today. Which is unfortunate, but hey-ho. It's how things are going at the moment. Alright. Just making sure they're actually running. Hmm. I'll tell you what, I'll swap over to live and then we'll try things from there. Yes, I am using a gecko model. Hello. This is going to be fun. I must admit, I haven't really streamed with one of these models before. I played around with it a little bit, but it's a bit... It's interesting, to say the least. I did ping Zan's Twitter just in case, because here's the thing, I don't want to get in trouble for doing something that I'm not supposed to, so I thought, you know what, may not be a bad idea if I just, you know, give her a nudge, let her know that I'm doing this and all that lot, especially as it's her subathon at the moment, which is ending on the 1st of July, I believe. So yeah, that's really cool. It's always funny, actually, watching some of the other geckos and they constantly going, come on, Zen, have some time off or something like that. Which one was it? Nope. That's the clown. Ah, here we go. So I can swap between horns and cat ears, because apparently why not? The cat ears is actually kind of funny, I must admit. I'm just going to stick with that for tonight. But yeah, here we go. Actually, you know what? Just so that people actually recognize what the fuck I am. Alright, cool. Yeah. I'm just double checking stream, making sure that everything is going good. I think we're all right. Oh, what's going on? Of course, YouTube's being weird. That doesn't surprise me. The amount of times I'm very tempted to have a look around and see what other the platforms could be a good idea. Just because of how goofy YouTube can be sometimes. Don't get me wrong, YouTube's a great platform, but it's odd. It really is. Alright, cool. So what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be getting on with a bit more a bit more of the Thieves Guild stuff. I'm actually going to be doing a lot more. I'll tell you what. I actually want to double check some things here, because I think that I know that if you sway and all that lot, like move about, the characters should move. But here's the thing: I'm not a VTuber, or at least not originally. I'm gonna tell you what. Oh. All right. Yeah, is it working? It seems to be working. Good to know. Alright. I do actually need to have a bit of a chat with you guys at some point, or maybe I'll do it as a YouTube short or something. Just find out which days you guys want me to stream the most, because here's the thing. I'm doing my best to figure out what people like, what people don't like, that kind of stuff. And it seems like early in the week is when people want me to stream, but I need to do some more research and that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's going to be a bit weird, to say the least. But hey. But anyway, don't you worry. I am here. I am going to do stuff, and stuff is going to do things. Right. I need to stop looking over at my other screen, because that's where the model is for me, and I'm seeing it there, and I'm just like, okay, what's going on? Is everything working properly? Help. Ugh. I actually might need to check whether check some of the keybinds, because I'm actually not sure whether they will interact with my game keybinds. As, you know, it's heavily modded Skyrim, there's a shitload of mods in there. Ooh, get rid of that. Alright, good. Okay. Because, for those who don't know, I'm just running a fairly basic webcam. It's a 1080-30 webcam. So, it's... How do I describe this? It's just basic. It's normal. Okay, I think I should have... There we go. Oops. There we go. Girls of Windhelm? Okay, someone's doing replaces, and I'm happy to take a look. Okay. Alright, they're looking pretty good. Oh shit. But here's the thing, I did remove Skypatcher. So I don't know whether or not these are going to work. Oh! No, never mind. Oh. This looks good. Oh shit. I think I pressed the button. Ah. I need to start using my hotkeys because they're being used by the fucking YouTube studio. Oh god, lol. What a me thing to do. Hey, I'm going to use my hotkeys. No, no you're not. No, they're being taken over by another bit of software. Oh god. Oh well. How are you doing? Everything looks alright. Okay, cool. Doesn't look like there's a huge amount going on there, so we're gonna hop in game. Oh, and I need to switch out of a... Well, it's not really not safe for work, but it's close to it. Character outfit. Because, oops. What the shit's going on, YouTube? You're being weird. Huh. Maybe I'll have to restart it at some point. Don't know. I'm always a little concerned about my YouTube because it It's constantly showing like 1, nothing, 1, nothing, 1, nothing. And it's really dumb and annoying. Even though there is, yeah, the YouTube thing was being weird because it, even though there's a viewer in there, it's showing up on my end as if there's nothing, and I'm just like, why? What are you doing? Give us a sec. Need to grab snacks. I actually am severely tempted to stream like this more often. And maybe set up my... Ooh. Possibly set up my stream deck to control the gecko. That might be fun, actually. Okay. Now, the reason I don't delete back, for those wondering, when it comes to my character saves, it's quite simple. I often do updates to my characters whilst I'm doing screenshots because it just makes sense, honestly. And so when I'm doing these updates, I'm just fiddling with it. Often it's just fiddling with like character appearances and that kind of stuff. Nothing big, just something a bit, something that I like to tweak and poke around with every now and again when I'm not doing anything in particular. You know what? This would probably not be a bad idea if I just use... Oh, that's Ghost Walk. Wrong one. Stash. There we go. And what we're stashing is a whole bunch of extra crap. Oops. Keep those. Don't need those. Don't need that. Don't need those. So yeah, I was just mucking around with different outfits and stuff that I could possibly do for this character. It's one of those things that I almost always do because I'm wanting to make the character as looking in a way where I'm happy with them so that I can then just play the game. Because I'm a bit like that. I'm a bit of a how do I put this? Oh yeah, I believe this is... Yeah. Sorry, let me just double check something. Your hair down, hair. Set style up. Do that just so that I've got it. Yeah, there we go. Hairstyle sorted out. Perfect. Yeah, I just do it. I do my best to make any tweaks to my characters off stream, just partially because, you know, I don't want to bore you guys to death with me constantly messing around with character outfits and that kind of stuff. But yeah, what have we got to do today? Ooh, I've got a couple of Thieves Guild contracts to do. Jobs contracts, whatever the fuck you want to call them, they're the same damn thing. So yeah, for those who are wondering, this is the character that I'm playing at the moment. Her name is Ilari. She is a wood elf. A wood elf vampire, for those who don't know. I mean, you could probably tell by her eyes. Yeah, I decided to start the Thieves Guild fairly recently, and we are going to... I've got a mod on that adds in a bunch of requirements to make it so that, you know, the quests are spaced out a bit. So currently, I believe the requirements for me to get to quest 4 in the Thieves Guild quest line is like that I do about 20 side quests, basically. You know, Vex and Delvin's side quests. So yeah, I need to do those. And I'm also going to go grab Cyrus' saber because I know where that is. It's right here. So I'm going to head to Solitude, and then we are going to... I think I might glide all the way over there because it would just be easier. I'm going to be honest. And naturally, on a night that my parents aren't here, I haven't finished dinner yet. Because of course I haven't. Although, I must admit, I have a good reason this time. And my good reason is my chair was having issues. It was getting... It was... Like, I would move it up into the position I wanted it at. I would tighten the hose clamp because I have a hose clamp on there to stop it from... Normally to stop it from just collapsing on itself. But it just collapsed on itself anyway because it just decided, nah, screw you. It was just like... But yeah, I actually have another outfit for this character that I've just been playing around with off stream. And it's this one. This is one that I've recently done a little bit of remaking on, setting it up again and making it look cool. But I'm really happy with it. It's really exactly what I want for her. I also have a wig, which I set up. Well, I set it up, yeah. I did a mashup with it. I basically took the wig from, is it Lilyrim's Luahua outfit? Luahua? I can't remember how to say it, so I'm not going to. And I removed the original jewelry from it because it was extensive and it like kind of dangled right down to about here. So I just removed all of that and I put this little metal snake hairband on it instead. I kind of like it. It's always been an interesting thing when I'm trying to modify and add things to character outfits and hairstyles and all that kind of stuff. Pardon me. It's just... sometimes it's a pain, honestly, trying to get it to work properly. Because you're constantly trying your best to make sure that everything works and tweak it as much or as little as possible, depending on what you need to do with it. But no, it's just like, nah, I'm going to be a pain in the ass, and that's that. How are my skills? I can't remember. Even though I have literally been playing this character for like the last several days. I'll admit, in my defense, I've been screenshotting and tweaking and stuff. I have a potentially evil plan that I am about to enact. Really? The god's not out here? Oh, don't tell me the bastard has fallen to his death just to spite me. You better not have. Oh, yeah. I actually need to see if I can put an enchantment on this outfit. Oh, shite. Fine, everybody is awake and probably not wanting bite marks on their neck. How very rude of them. Eh. We'll have to there's a blood-starved vampire for the time being then. Yeah, let's disable that, turn that on. Beautiful. Okay, I didn't notice that I did that. Sorry. So yeah, the model might be changing a little bit. Because I have a bunch of things bound to my function keys in-game. So the gecko model will probably shift a little bit. Let me show you. I've got dagger and muffle on my F3. I've got dagger and ghost walk, and then my swords. Actually, does F1 do anything? Of course it does. It does banana. I keep forgetting that. I'll admit I barely use my function keys. I've actually found that sometimes it's easier to... No, wait a minute. Oh. What you telling me to go and hunt, Harrier? Oh, I see. Something over here. It's not a dog, is it? Oh, it's a nice wolf. That's fine. Oh yeah, and I'll tell you what. Give me just a second. I need to adjust the position of the gecko. Actually, not that far. There we go, that'll do. Love that. It captures the screen even if it's minimized. Oh god, I can't. Oh, I can't heal. Oh yes, I can. That's Bloodbrand. Do I have Blood Garden? There we go. Okay, I didn't get much health from that. That's unfortunate. Oh, go away, saber cat. Don't like you. Oh god, what's that gonna do? A lot of damage. Okay, that's cool. But it's really expensive, so I'm gonna stick with Bloodbrand. Orcish armor of major health. Cool. Stuff. Stuff. Stuff and things. Worm's Aquatic Escape. Caster is invisible for 17 seconds. Activating an object on attacking will break the spell. Can breathe underwater for 17 seconds. Improve night vision for 17 seconds. That's pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. Although, to be honest, night vision is not overly helpful for me because I set up all of my elf characters especially with night vision by default. Because I'm kind of using almost D&D rules with Skyrim. And I almost never play anything that's not an elf. Because I'm a bit elf addicted. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Rude. Nope. Okay, fine. That's just rude. Okay. Ooh, I might go and do the sheer growth quest at some point. Not sure when, but... Just managed to get mods set up. Can't use mods for visual improvement as my laptop overheats, but got the UI and other the quality of life mods, first person camera tools. Nice. Oh, that's good to know. Oh shit. What the fuck's going on? Just looking at the I'm using a VTuber model for those who don't know. And apparently a whole bunch of different commands have been run on it. I might have to actually disable some of them at some point. Oi! Go away. Yeah, big VTuber actually allow people to use this model that I'm using currently, as long as, you know, you're not actively earning money out of it, which is fair enough. So I thought, you know what? I am too hot to actually show my face, so I'll use a VTuber model instead. Alright, cool. We've done that. What did we get anyway? We got Sarisa Saber. 25% chance to critical hit causes stagger. Meh. It's not good, it's not brilliant. But it's okay. Ice Raised Teeth. Okay, already done that one. Bedlam in Whiterun, and make changes to the ledger in Markarth. Okay, cool. Listeners, I've got to go all over the bloody place. That makes sense. Far away from Dawnstar, am I? Ooh. Screw it. Let's make it. I'm gonna make the trip. Can't find a mod that lets you use spells while sneaking. No. Of those huge mods that overhaul magic. Not sure what you mean by that one, Azure Guardian. What, are you talking about, like, stealthy spell mods that allow you to, like, cast spells but not get detected? What leveled up? Let's have a look. What are... Ugh, don't know how I got that to happen. I found a hair in my mouth. Other make spells not reveal your position. Yes. There is a perk for it in Ordinator. I think it's the same perk as in base game Skyrim. I can't remember. I'd have to double check. Yeah. Yeah, it's under illusion. Let me show you. In Ordinator, it's called Quiet Before the Storm, but I know that there is a version of that in base game. Oh, fucking hell. Come on. I actually might. I don't want to. Oh, I don't want to do that because I might fuck up my save. Oh. Because I do not want to start the character again. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud whilst I'm doing things. I installed a mod that by... the fuck is that? It's a Daedroth. But it's by a guy called Attacko, so the not a taco, Attack-O. He has been working on a bunch of mods that add in more challenging bad guys, and to his credit, that thing is challenging. It's just you really need to prepare to fight them beforehand. I mean, I kind of want to figure out a way to... because I do see them a bit too often, and I'm just like, I don't really want them all the time. So I might have to go into the mod itself and find its spawn rates and that kind of stuff and see if I can lower it a bit. Because I don't really want them popping up too frequently. Wait a minute. Why am I doing this when I'm pretty sure... I don't, never mind.
Need something? That's close enough. That's close enough. That's close enough.
Oh, I think it's a small bandit camp. Fine. If they're not going to attack me, I'm not going to attack them. Simple as that. What do we got? Yeah, Medallion of the Squire. Orcish arrows. And rabbit stuff. So I only used the survival system. I made a new save and started in the college. Went to the first location, had to wait for NPCs, just died from cold. Oh, I personally don't use it, no. I used to. I used to use stuff like that, but that was a long time ago. Ah, yeah, one of the Oblivion Gates. Kind of love having those mods installed. I didn't have them installed for ages, and then I decided, screw it, I'm just going to put them in. And they look really good.
Your ancestors wouldn't want this, Silas.
Why should I hide from it? This is my family's legacy.
It's the past. Dead oaths on dead lips. Let it stay there.
The museum is opening, Medina.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
And here comes my first visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend.
A courier gave me this invitation.
And here you are. Good. Come in, browse the display and let's talk. I have a job you look perfect for.
Sounds good.
Let's talk inside. Feel free to look around. Come talk to me when you're ready to discuss that job I mentioned. Feel free to look around. Come talk to me when you're ready to discuss the tapestries hung here and outside were found in hideouts, where members of the Mythic Dawn would meet and plot. The cult's greatest accomplishment was the Ah, yes. That scabbard. Notice the insignia? An Oblivion Gate. A key symbol of Mehrunes Dagon.
Oh, it's DBVO or Dragonborn voiceover. And I'm using the Valerie preset. There's a whole bunch of them. That was one of the coolest mods that came out in recent years because people actually banded behind it and decided, yeah, we want voiced characters. I mean, hell, I think one of them was like a Geralt one, which was kind of cool.
Did you have any questions about the museum? Or would you rather talk business?
Let's talk about this job you want done.
A little history first. After the Oblivion Crisis, a number of groups cropped up dedicated to wiping out the remnants of the Mythic Dawn. One of these groups found Mehrunes' Razor, the artifact of Dagon. They split it into 3 fragments and pledged to keep them apart forever. That was almost 150 years ago, and the pieces are still being kept by the descendants of that group, and they're right here, in Skyrim.
You want me to get those fragments?
At least 2 of the owners, Gunzel and Draskua, are dangerous marauders. And the 3rd owner, Jorgen, I only know he lives in Morthal.
Alright.
Here are my notes about them.
The thing is, you do need patches for it, and the patches can be pretty... some of them work absolutely perfectly straight out of the box. Others can be a little bit
Good luck finding the
finicky,
fragments.
if I'm going to be honest. I mean, I know some people don't like it because there is the temptation for people to use AI to do all the voice lines and all that lot, which I get. But here's the thing. For me, it's actually quite helpful because I do find reading a bit hard. I always have done.
I'm just worried about raising a child in the middle of this war.
Yeah, so I actually find that it's quite helpful for me to be able to listen Alright. I want to know what this place is. Lol. Wait a minute. No. Well, I heard something. There's a specific sound effect that pops up when a very specific thing. Oh, cool. Very cool. Yeah, when a very specific item from Legacy of the Dragonborn pops up, it gives you this sound effect. And it's really interesting. My god. Okay, this ship is packing. Holy hell. Probably a big fat trade vessel. But yeah, as I say, it actually makes it easier for me to play the game, honestly, in some cases. Plus, you know, it's nice to have a voice for my character. Even if it's not perfect, it's still good enough. You're up, Markoth. But yeah, the invincible dog thing is pretty simple. Oh. Oh, shit. I'm actually having to go through all the commands for this model because I can't remember how most of them work. Is there a spell for lockpicking? Yeah, there's an unlock spell that you can get. Tell you what, give me just a moment, folks. Just gotta check something out. Hmm? I don't know how to actually reset the model. Oh, it's Alt A? How and when did I use Alt A? Whoops. Sorry about this, folks. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell is going on here. No, we don't want to do that. It's the problem with using a VTuber model. I don't know how the fuck these things work. Oh, I do wonder whether someone else is using this model and somehow it's interconnected. I don't know. I doubt it, but it's possible. You know what? Go into the model menu. Go for something else quickly. Yes, back to the cat. Where is it? And go back to the gecko. Hey, there we go. No, I don't use Alt as my sprint key. I changed my sprint key completely. Oh, here we go. Use keyboard shortcuts. Let's turn that off just for the time being. There we go. There we go. Let's stay there for the time being. Oh god, where am I? Trying to find the bloody buttons. Yeah. I was going to use the cat, but then I thought, well, I got one that's vastly superior because, you know, it's actually custom made. So I thought, why not? It's disease resistance. Ugh, bloody bird, shut up. I'm busy. Oh yeah, I do have a Markarth teleport. Let's go and do that. Hopefully now that I've disabled the hotkeys, it shouldn't screw with the character. Good. I just checked it by pressing F1 through F4 a couple of times. Got a bunch of extra magic spells. They're all in the mod list file. But, yeah, I've got a whole bunch of extra spells. I've got, like, Apocalypse. I've got Triumvirate. And several others. It would be really hard for me to list the entire lot of them on one go, though. There are some mods that I have installed, but I'm not actually using just because it doesn't work with my current character. So, asking me what mods I'm using? No, not overly. I'm probably not going to be able to help you in that case, unfortunately. Just because half of them I don't remember when I installed them or why I installed them. I'm actually going to try out an outfit in a minute for this character. Because I actually downloaded Fuse's latest character outfit. Which really looks cool. I might actually... Yeah, I'll do that in a minute. This one will probably get... I'll just dump it in one of my many slots. Oh, I have a level up. Sweet. Oh yeah, I had to redo the skirt on this one, and it's a little bit... It's not really glitched. I don't think it's long enough, basically. So I might have to redo it again. Oh, you have to do that. There's this.
Burn it! Burn the vampire! Someone there.
I can't heal at the moment, partially because I have got all my key bindings unbound, because screw me, apparently. Stupid bloody Skyrim. Oh, hello. Oh, cute, you're level 1. You're much higher level. Fair. Ow. Yeah, Waysale messed me over. Okay, never mind. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to come out of Kolskega. Yeah, Kolskega. We're going to go up to Markarth. And I'm going to go and snack on a guard. Because reasons. Because my vampirism is a bit of a weird thing. Whenever it gets to a certain point, it just decides, hey, you can't heal with potions, you can't heal with magic, you can't heal with anything apart from blood magic. Which, for someone who's not playing a blood mage, it's a bit of a pain. True HUD, I believe, does that. Magnetium. Oh, no way. Did I I forgot that I installed that. The amount of things that I install and then I forget that I did it. Lol. Hmm? Oh yeah, this is a Dwemer themed house mod. I forgot about this. I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. I like it. Bedroom. Not quite far enough from the robot. Give it a sec. I guess it is. That is just genius. I love that idea. A lot of the items for like Dwemer stuff for me is completely like, as you can hear, redone for the audio. And literally a miniature star in here for all the plants. That's fucking awesome. I love it. That's fantastic. I'll tell you what, I'll have to come back and check this out in a minute, but yeah, it's really cool. Oh, I see. This tiny little piece of land that I'm standing on. True. Oh, I see. Oh, because I'm using a different landscape mod. But it doesn't matter because of my sky parkour. I can literally just parkour up the side, go up, go in. That is so cool. And luckily, it's not overriding anything else. Oh, that's perfect. I might have to find a patch for JK's Outskirts, though, just so that the front's not covered up. No sleep in that playhome. Oh, what? Because of all the noise? Yeah, that's probably why. Just noticed we're out of music. My apologies. Let me quickly go in here. You know what? I'm gonna try something else. listening to WoW music for literally days, so gonna try something else. Oh shoot.
This pendant would look lovely on my sister.
The reach belongs to the Forsborn. Is someone there? Is someone there? Ha! Found it. I died for my people.
The Forsborn are here in the city.
Deal with him. Right. Let's go up here. Chances that I wake one of them up, probably high. Hey, there we go. And my invisibility lasts for freaking ever because I've got really decent potions. I find it crazy. With like, let me show you what I've got for alchemy. Use calm spell and feeder? Possibly. Yeah, I might consider that in the future. My alchemy is currently pretty crap. I've only got literally the first 2 perks in mastery. Anyway. But I'm still like, I started off at like 21 seconds invis potions, which is really decent. I was kind of like, okay, that's cool. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Nearby is one of the Marine's Razor pieces. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go and do that in a minute. Tell you what, we're going to take advantage of this new playhome though. Because I want to show you guys the new fuse outfit. Now, bearing in mind, it's literally just came out, so it's as the mod author intended. I'm not getting dog, dude. Sorry. I just don't want one. Now, bear in mind that the mod will come as an ESP originally. I have converted it to an ESL. Ooh. That's not good. Ooh. Bad upload? I'm going to have to go and re-download it. Right. Alright, sure up, you silly spider. Okay. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to pop onto here. And I'm going to have to go on Patreon. Lol, oh god. Nope. Okay. Where's Fuse's stuff? Really? Am I being blind, or is Fuse not in this list? Ah, I'm being blind. Lol. There's been a 1.1. Mine's not 1.1. Yeah, thought so. I thought there was a bug. Yeah. Luckily, as I'm still just using Restream, I don't need to worry about downloads taking forever. That is the nice thing about being able to offload all of your stream data to another platform. How did I do that? Let's double check on the Nexus, see if there's anything interesting going on over there. Alright. Xtudo, what have you got for me? 4.2 and 1K reduce VRAM usage and other textures. Okay, cool. And a great swords fix. Okay. Fair enough. Not much going on. Okay, that's fine. I'll tell you what though, for those of you who are looking for a good looking female character, especially a preset, Chewie's come out with another one. Actually really pretty. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, in order to get it to work, you will need all of these. You don't really need soft body physics. It's... Some people like it, some people don't. I don't overly care for it because I don't see a point for it. But yeah, if you guys really want something like that, just go for it. Or, of course, on my Patreon, there is completely for free a whole bunch of really... Need a mod for a filthy nod. Love it. Yeah. I'll admit I'm not really a Nord fan myself. I much prefer me elves. I am much more of an elven supremacy person. I mean, for a good example, Ilari, Wood Elf. And the last character that I was playing on stream, Valindra, High Elf. Ugh, need to get rid of the underscores. There we go. Is there a mod that makes you into Gandalf? Not aware of it. Oh, let's try that. I do that because I'm running a bit tight on my plugin limit, so if you can make them an ESPFE or an ESL flagged ESP, always useful. Hello there, Bandit. It's been a while. Yes, I'm using a VTuber model simply because it's too friggin' hot. Yeah. Oops, I forgot. I need to change it. I'm not a cat, I'm a gecko. Yeah, not been bad. Had a few small issues, but I've been mostly okay. Well, I say small. Had some issues with my mental health earlier in the year and still on the tail end of them, unfortunately. So, doing my best to stay positive. Is a remastered Oblivion game worth getting? Depends on whether or not you want to experience it. Honestly, that's all I can say. I mean, personally, I wanted to play it because I've got it because I thought it's another Elder Scrolls game, and I wanted to play it. But honestly, it's entirely up to you. Tell you what, I'm going to quickly go and close my door, just so that I can be a bit louder if I want to. Yeah, there you go. Unfortunately, I never played the original, so I played it for a few days and then came back to Skyrim, I must admit. Right, back in a sec. Oh, trying to be a bit careful with my chair at the moment because its gas piston basically has stopped working properly, so I had to put a hose clamp on it to try and, you know, keep it in place and not fall below my desk. It's sort of working, but only sort of. Which means that I might have to find a new chair at some point soon, which I don't have the money to do that. Ugh. I tell you what, though, with the Oblivion remaster, it was impressive in the way that like all of the humanoid characters, even so, including the Argonians and Khajiit, were all working using MetaHuman from Unreal, which is insane. That's one way of doing it, Guardian. That's one way of doing it. Yeah. There we go. Oh. I need to move out of the way. I got too much stuff on my desk. Like normal. I'll just do it this way. There it is, Qatari. Hey, it should work this time. Okay. It's quite nice, honestly. I mean, as always, it's fuser stuff, so the physics is very well done. The moment I stop and just get a few moments, that's when I start thinking about past cringe. Yeah, fair enough. I understand that. Okay, so the outfit looks good. I can bet you a very large amount of money that there is going to be 3BA conversions, which are... How do we put this? Probably skimpy. Knowing our luck, they always are. But yeah, it looks really good. I'm really impressed so far. I will probably not be I'm obviously not going to be using it for this character, but it does look great. Stop looking under the skirt. Well, I'm sorry if I'm that short. Was the gecko model actually looking underneath the skirt, though? I do love mucking around with this model, though. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually kind of interesting. At least my current thing that I do whenever I'm not streaming and it's like afternoon, that kind of time. I tend to watch Zendrea because I actually kind of like her. She's fun. I was kind of surprised to hear that she's actually leaving VShojo, the agency that she's been working with for quite a long time. That's like the third one in a year. I mean, you had like Matara, I think end of last year, beginning of this year. Yeah, Giga literally just recently, and now Zen, like in the middle of July, which is, it does make me wonder how the companies are getting on. A real dwarf race. I would kind of like a proper dwarf. Like, you know, Tolkien-esque dwarf, not the bloody Dwemer. It would be kind of funny to just see some dwarves running about. Oh shit, yeah, wrong one. Blood Garden. Blood Brand. Whoops, I mucked some of my spells up. That sounds like a me thing to do. There it is. Oh, I see. Rude. Interest in your building? Same. Are you thinking about sort of role-playing Archer Vampire? Sounds strange. It's interesting actually. I was originally planning on going without a bow. But then I thought, well, in some ways, it would be a good idea if I played a Bosma because, you know, they're pretty sneaky. And then I started using a bow again, and then I just slipped back into the habit of using a bow. I will admit, a bad habit of using a bow. Because you never get out of that rut, because you're just like, well, why wouldn't I use a bow? Although there are some points when I don't use a bow because it's like tight quarters or something like that. There's like no point.
Can't hide from me.
Oh really? What am I doing right now then? There is that, yeah. It's always funny when these characters just saying you can't hide from me, and I'm just like, well, What am I doing right now? Yeah, I see. Oh, come on. Stop it. It's funny, actually. I was considering using potentially a crossbow on this character, but then I remembered how much I hate crossbows. Yeah, it's heavy armor. Meh. That's me. Sees heavy armor, ignores. Well, let's try some some stuff made. Use illusion, like Dark Brotherhood tells you to kill someone, you go and fury them. Attack guards and die. Yep. Yeah, that is a cool idea for a build, I must admit. Right, I'm gonna have to come back up to here and head over. That's fine. Always find it interesting, especially when I'm on YouTube, you know, off stream, doing my own thing. And the amount of people that I see either first time playing Skyrim or first time playing like heavily modded version of Skyrim, and they basically make themselves. Don't get me wrong, it's great, but can't you be more creative? Oh god, not another one of these bloody Daedroth. Let's try a lightning arrow in his face. Yeah. I don't think a frickin' fire arrow is actually worth shooting at him. Let's try something a bit better. 2,100 health? Holy shit. Yeah, and for some reason, Mayhel didn't do a good... Sorry, not Mayhel. Attacko didn't do a good job, so they're basically a reskinned werewolf. Why? Do I just expect too much out of people? I mean, come on. Got to change the level list just a little bit more than that. Oh, and a little fox. Deal with you. Oh, poor bugger got an arrow straight through the skull. Ooh, but he had fireball.
Take this and hold on to it. I'll be back for it later. I'll pay you good. Don't lose it. No time to talk. Snitch or double cross me and I'll kill you. I mean it.
Shit. Double shit. There you go, Cooper. Have fun. Ah, boy, it's foggy. Oh, that's an actual bear. Oh god, run. Come on. Can I? Yes, I can. Okay, I might actually have to care a bit more about sneaking into this place. Oh god. Really? Alright, fluffy brain. No, no you don't. Stupid bloody bear. Alright. I'm actually going to swap my character outfit. Give me a second. Boop. Boop. And boop. Boop. There we go. Oh god, am I actually... Of course I am. I'm carrying way more than I have room for at the moment. I'm not exactly gonna give the frickin' armor, weapon back to that dude, am I? If he wants it, he'll have to come and find me in Solitude. Ooh, that's a really good ring. Okay. I'll tell you what. Let's do that. That's where I think backsheath weapons is a good idea. If you're going to be sneaking a lot, it works really well. Tell you one thing I'm going to do. Just want to check. Stephanie B came out with this really sick Viper outfit. Ah, and there are different colors of the mask. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna use this one. Just because it suits my outfit a bit better. Okay, why is there an ogre there? Alright. There we go. Funny thing is, the ogres would be considerably more dangerous than the Forsworn. Because I don't know, but I think they're basically mechanically, I'm talking. I think they're basically redone versions of giants. Which means that they're pretty tough. Oh, antlers. Ogre's teeth. Oh, dead fossil. Oh, nom. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, good. The trap's been triggered. I wonder why. Couldn't be because of several £100 worth of ogre coming through, could it? Okay, I don't see anybody here. But what are you trying to get me to hunt? It's... I can't remember what the mod's called, but it's based on ESO's lockpicking. The Elder Scrolls Online. Yeah, it's based on that. Which in itself is based on Oblivion. It's a... basically a simplified version of the Oblivion lockpicking. Because they had to simplify it so that whenever you're playing in ESO, for an example, you've got a little timer that's going across the top of the screen. And it's ticking down really quite quickly. So they had to figure out a way to make it, you know, easier to do so that you can still do it within the time limit. But yeah, let me have a look. Skyblivion lockpick menu. That's what it's called. Weird. Okay, fine. This is it. But it's been rebuilt for Skyblivion, which is the those who don't know what Skyblivion is, it is the recreation of Oblivion, but in Skyrim. So version 105 has had a few extra additions. I don't know, honestly. It might lock you out for a short period of time. I can't remember exactly how long. I can't remember the exact mechanics behind it, but as it's an MMO, you kind of can't just have people hogging it all the time. Ow! Get off. Knife fight. Hehehe. Oh, another glass dagger. Nice. Actually, those are going to be a lot better than my daggers. Oh, apparently I only have the one. Maybe it happened before I died at some point. I can't remember. Hey, that one I've already got. Gold bullion. You know, just a 30-pound lump of gold in my bag. You know, no biggie. Ooh, can I mix any potions? Oh yeah, because that's the dye manager for a mod that I'm genuinely surprised never took off. It's basically a mod that allows you to dye outfits. Which, personally, when I look at that, I think that's really fucking cool. But the fact that, like, nobody uses it, it boggles my mind. I genuinely am wondering why people don't use it. How about no? I'm a rogue, not a bloody tank. And trust me, I would turn on the dodging for the bad guys, but they dodge so frequently that I'm just like, no. Like, let me show you. It's the equivalent to me doing this. Because the AI is that stupid that it's just like, hey, spam it. Oh, hello. That's an ebony sword. Are you saying that I can make really powerful swords? Get right. Oh, God. Frickin'... Yep. SMP's glitching out. Yeah, it's that bad. So that's why I disabled it. But equally, NPCs hit like friggin' trains in my game, so I'm more than happy to dodge out of the way of their attacks. Oh shit, Cyrus the Saber is literally ebony grade. Why am I not using that? Oh, because other weapons are actually just as powerful, if not better. Oh, god damn it. Not a bloody Minotaur chamois. I forgot about those irritating big buggers. Alright. Let's do a Frostbite Venom. Oh wait, look, I killed him. Never mind. Oops. Hey, look, arrows out of powerful bow is super effective. Who'da thunk? Yeah, me too. Okay, horns. Rest of it I don't care about. I might ditch Dawnbreaker for the time being, because here's the thing, it's... At least the version that I have is really almost overpowered. I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like, eh. I don't want my weapons to be overpowered. I want them to be powerful, but not overpowered. Lol. Keep forgetting that happens. It's so stupid, but it's also kind of funny. Oh yeah, I don't need to do that. I have the light view perk. Benefits of being a sneaky little wood elf. Ah yeah, the Lavaterra book. Ah, ow. Rude. Ah. Oh yeah, the friggin' Kelly? Ugh. Ignore you. And come up here. Hehehe.
The Forge Wolves will reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Oh, I see. Fine. Hello.
No more. I yield. I yield. Ah!
Yeah, I might consider it. Let's do a stash. My first person, I think, should be about 85, last I checked. So it's pretty close to 90, but it's not actually there. Yeah, like the fur for the Griffin Knight gear. Ugh. That bloody glitch. Get random SMP glitches every now and again, and they are not pleasant. Kind of irritating, if I'm going to be brutally honest. But it's not enough to stop me from using like SMP outfits, though. Nowhere near. But yeah, if you guys have got like weaker PCs and you want to mod your game to be at least similar to mine, there are 1K versions of a lot of texture packs, so try those before completely giving up, is my suggestion. Yeah, I'll have a look. I do a lot of mucking around with field of view, especially when it comes to like screenshots and that kind of stuff, so I know how to do it. So, I don't know what FOV I'm at the moment. Alright, FOV 90. Do that. Interesting. Yeah, I might have to go into the any files and tweak it there. I know that a lot of people like higher FOVs because for some people it helps with motion sickness and other things like that. Which, don't get me wrong, I completely get. I just don't get that bad of motion sickness, personally. It's weird, I've actually had it, like... The worst place that I've ever had motion sickness is on board a ship. But beyond that... I need to figure out why that's happening. But yeah, beyond that, not much. Oh. Oh boy. Lol.
Thanks for the help. The Reach has been crawling with Forsworn lately. It's a wonder people can get anywhere around here. Maybe I'll avoid this entire hold for a while. That said, I do have a few things to sell.
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
Horse, I don't want to look at your ass.
See ya.
E-Course AI. I know, right? Marcraft, White Rock. Oh, cool. Hey, look where we are. Markov. Yeah. I don't remember whether it's like a satellite world map or something like that. I think I think it is designed to be kind of satellite-like, so there's a lot of detail, and you can, in some cases, you can even see like places on the map.
What am I supposed to do? Never leave the house? You want that ending?
You're closing the stall. It's fine.
You want to give up now, out of fear? Is that what we're going to teach our...
The silver button has plenty of strong creatures.
A forsworn agent running loose in the city.
Hmm.
The Jarl is going to.
All right. Okay.
The Jarl has things under control.
This was their civil wars. They won't stop until we're all dead.
This is our city, not theirs. Playing tonight, Aldman? Everyone here is anxious to hear the old ballads performed by the true skald of the Witch.
Son, I know thousands of the old ballads. If I played all of them, everyone in this inn would be as gray as I am before I finish.
Right. Maybe just one of the popular songs like The
weird.
Singing of the Fallen.
Don't like those eyes you got. There's a bad hunger to them.
What have you got for sale?
Let's see what adornments I might have available.
That rotting carcass away from me.
What's wrong? You have to look at the blood closely to see the quality of the meat. How else will you know it's fresh?
I don't need to know if it's fresh from this distance.
Come back if you need a new ring or
Look
necklace.
at you, begging on the streets. Learn a trade.
Picking on me again, you backbiting Nord. Tired of those prissy nobles turning down your rotten slabs of venison.
How dare you? No one turns down cut meat from Hogni Red Arm.
Hogni red arm. More like Hogni fat
Redguard
arm.
craftsmanship in every piece.
The bloodiest beef in the reach.
I just love listening to these guys. Constantly bitching and complaining at each other, those two. It's just funny, honestly. Shane doesn't care what you wear. Like walking around in a dark brothered armor set. It's while they are hating hostile with everyone besides the Thieves Guild. No roleplay. Yeah, I know.
Their skins as pale
I'd
as
like
the
to
snow.
hire your
You scared of
carriage.
sunlight or something? Where do you want to go?
Yeah, let's go for White Run.
White Run.
Climb and back, and we'll be off. Oh, steady. Giddy up.
Vampiric Charm. Actually, that's not too bad. That's just another one. Alright, okay. I'll have to go back and try that at some point, because I haven't tried that. But yeah, Baldur's Gate is such a good game. Although I must admit, sometimes I do get a little bit impatient because it's a turn-based RPG. So the idea is all of the combat is, of course, turn-based, and it's just like, ugh. It just feels too slow sometimes. That's why I don't play it regularly. I might have like a playthrough every now and again, but that's about it. Oh yeah, the oh, it's 8 PM. Damn. Here we go. Yeah, I kind of do wish that more games had trial periods and that kind of stuff. Like, I'm sure that Steam could figure out a way to do trial periods for games. Like, free trial periods. Like, maybe you get like a couple of levels for free, but then the rest of the game costs money. Right, I'm actually going to have a quick look on the Nexus for a little while, because I actually want to see if there's any interesting mods, especially character outfits. I gotta admit, this NPC mod looks really good. I might actually see if I can download all of them and swap them out for one of the NPC mods that I've got. So this, for example, this one goes with Windhelm. But the mod author has ones for Riften, Markarth, Falkreath, Shield Sisters, goes with Whiterun, Winterhold, Dawnstar, Morthal, Solitude, and Riverwood. So yeah, I'm looking at this and thinking I like it. It's in their interest, because otherwise you can buy the game on Steam, play 1 hour and refund it. Yeah. I guess that refund system is basically the equivalent to having a trial system, but it doesn't feel like it. Personally, I'd like it if it was a couple of hours, like a couple of days instead of like an hour. Oh, wait a minute, no, never mind. Because it's an hour... Is it an hour from when you bought it, or an hour playtime in general? So many of these outfits that claim that they're adult when, I'm sorry, but all the parts are actually... It's 1 or 2 hours of playtime. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. I mean, maybe they could have like a game borrowing system. Like, maybe you pay a set fee, you borrow the game for like a week, and then after that period of time, it either locks you out of playing the game, or just auto deletes it from your drive. Wait, Vermi Vampire? Oh. Oh. Okay, that's kind of cool. What's this one? Okay. Okay, that's kind of clever. I like it when people do this every now and again. Because, so for those wondering about these SPID files, is they're basically a distribution file. So the idea is all the outfits that are listed here, so all these outfits are distributed to different characters on that list, and it'll give them often a unique outfit. It's like, here we go. 4 of the vampires in Volkihar get the evil mastermind. Blood Witch to Furo. Skilled Spell Knight goes to these characters. But yeah, it's cool. It's just a good idea, in my opinion. I think a lot of mod authors need to try doing things like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of the better mod authors definitely do it, but if you want your mod to actually get played, I would definitely go for having some sort of distribution method for them, because otherwise people are going to install them as like part of a mod pack and then they're never going to see them. It's fun, isn't it? So many of these mods are barely adult, but they're, for some stupid reason, the people who upload them mark them as adult, even though they're really not. Or it's more than possible that they were uploaded normally, and then maybe someone from Nexus looked them over and thought, oh, wait a minute, that's just an adult mod. I personally feel that unless it's like 70% exposed skin, it's not an adult mod. Well, maybe not 70. 65. 60, 65. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, you're talking about the girls of Whiterun and Shield Maidens in that one? Yeah, I think I get you. Yeah. Oh, cool. S&P cloth physics had it. Ooh. I like that. I'm grabbing that. That's one thing I did hate about some of the SMP for Asteroths mods. It's too floaty. It really is. It feels like the dress is made out of basically nothing. Or the skirt, rather. Well, it's vanilla. Of course they look cartoony. Yeah, vanilla characters are ugly as sin, if I'm going to be honest. And they genuinely need replacing. What was it? Look, let me have a look. Sorry, it wasn't Men of Skyrim, it was Men of Whiterun. Ugh. No. Nope. Huh. Okay, fine. Sons of None, that's what it was called. I am annoyed that this mod wasn't expanded upon. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure that there's a good reason for it, but... there's just the Whiterun ones. But the thing is, they looked actually really quite badass. Yeah, these characters look friggin' badass. I want basically the same treatment for the rest of Skyrim. But hey. Would be nice, unfortunately not available. Alright, I think I'm going to quickly get some more jobs done, and then I think we'll probably pop back to Riften, hand the quests in, and get some more. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, it really does get to that point sometimes where you're just like, these characters look terrible. Why the hell would I play them? I mean, normally, I am not a male character player. But if they looked that badass, like, just by default, then I shouldn't say that I would play them, but I would definitely be far more tempted to. But oh well, that's just the way that things work, unfortunately. Can't really do much about it. I guess you guys will have to tell me what you prefer when it comes to these characters. Might inform some of my decisions on how the characters look whenever I mod my game. Ooh, I have an old character outfit. It's been a while since I loaded it up. So I've done a ton of these mashups, like, as you can see. Literally tons of them. I'm actually going to have a quick look at one of my rugged outfits. So for those wondering, I just got bored and decided to make some interesting looking character outfits, and this is one of them. I think I'll definitely do a rebuild of this one, because I don't want to use this skirt because I know that it's had physics glitches in the past. Download a mod that lets you modify your followers, but did not use it. Fair enough. Yeah, this outfit needs redoing, unfortunately, but it is a cool one, I will admit. Nah, I don't access merchant chests. That's just cheating. It's not really what I'm after. Plus, I'm pretty sure I've patched all of that lot out. Oh, it's funny. Guy comes in and says, "Hey, do you want some help cheating in this game?" No. It's always a funny thing about people who... I've never liked it when people exploit in a single player games. I don't see the point in it. Especially when they're doing a challenge video. I look at that and I think, why? You're doing a goddamn challenge, not an exploitathon, basically. It's so dumb, in my opinion. It just breaks the idea of playing a challenge. So I could never get into watching like a Spiffing Brit or anything like that.
Ah, how my heart soars to look upon a sister Bosmer.
What do you sell here?
We sell bows, arrows, and ale. A unique combination, to be sure. Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away.
What have you got for sale?
What are you hunting? Never.
This shop would be so fucking illegal in the real world. Just imagine a shop that sells guns, bullets, and alcohol. That would be so illegal, it would be ridiculous. Would you consider using the Archer Train and River to get to level 50 at level 1 and exploits? Don't know, honestly. Yeah, that is a bit of an exploit to me. I'm going to be honest with you. I've never cared about exploits. I've always looked at them and I thought, well, if the game's not supposed to be played that way, I don't care.
Thank you very much for your business.
Although one thing I'm going to do is definitely going to look like an exploit, but it's not. It's just clever use of a mod. I've got a mod installed that allows you to get access to some really high-end kit. And I didn't even know this when I first installed the mod. I'm gonna be brutally honest here. Ah shit, I need to go and do the stealing, don't I? Shit, I'll come back to it in a minute. Basically, I've got a mod on that adds in a really nice castle and a whole bunch of other things that I tend to use for screenshots and that kind of stuff. But the blacksmith within the castle sells ebony and daedric level weaponry. Seems a little overpowered in some ways, but bearing in mind using normal gold scaling and all that lot, daedric bows and that kind of stuff cost 6,000 gold a piece. So at least to me, that doesn't seem like cheating. You guys might take issue with that, and that's entirely up to you. But I don't think it's cheating, so that's why the mod's still installed. Yeah, it's it mostly depends upon your character's weapon level. Because here's the thing, unless you're going for like a full-on pacifist run, you're always going to level up your one-handed or two-handed at some point. I'm gonna take... Here we go. And a whole bunch of grand soul gems. And some gold. I'll leave the other one alone for the time being. Simply because I'll just come back for it whenever I need the resources. But yeah, oh yeah, I think what you're meaning is about the like the legendary weapons, the iconic weapons. I guess so. I'm not 100% sure, honestly. But I guess that's the way that it works.
Need a ride?
I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Falkreath.
Climb and back, and we'll be off. Get up there.
I mean, it works well for like builds, but yeah, if you're that kind of person where you're like, it's like your first time or maybe your second time, you're still trying to decide what you want to go for, it does feel a bit weird. It's like people playing builds that are basically jack of all trades until they get up to like level 30 or level 30 plus, and then they decide to focus on something beyond that. So they're like a character that uses a bow and a sword and shield and magic, for an example. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys one of my personal favorite mods when it comes to like player homes and that kind of stuff. It's a really cool looking castle, like the name of the Raven Castle. Funnily enough, the entire building is made out of like vanilla assets. Every last bit of it. There's something I don't understand about Skyrim. You suppose it's to be another ebony warrior, master of everything, or just use that one-handed block like armor, sneak, bow, illusion, lockpick. True. Yeah. I mean, it's really up to you, honestly. It really depends on what you prefer. It's like, personally, my preference is mages. I always have loved mages. So that's how I've gone for a large chunk of my playthroughs. But I've also experimented with other builds. Of course, you always do a sneak archer build at least once, because, you know. If you're as old as me, you've seen a lot of videos from people back from, like, I don't know, 2012, 2013, doing trick shots. And you've always wanted to try things like that. Or like fully killing off all the guards in the city without being detected. I've done that. It's actually really fun. I even tried to do it as fast as I could. God, I love this spooky forest. Got a chapel here. A bit further down the path. Oh, more than a bit. This is one of the reasons that I've used flying mods quite a bit. Because sometimes this kind of stuff can take forever. Oh, hello, Burnt Spriggan. Ah, here we are. So yeah, the Raven Castle is actually, at least from what I remember, I think it's something like 99% vanilla parts. Something ridiculous like that. I mean, the character outfits being swapped out is just because I'm using, like, model replacers or just distributed outfits and that kind of stuff. Like, for an example, the outfits that the guards are using, they're still ebony. They're just modded. Just using different 3D models. Right. I'll tell you what, guys, I'm gonna probably call it here because, well, partially because I need to go to loo, and because I'm gonna do a bit of thieves guild stuff off stream. I might actually lower the amount of Vampire Heavy Armor. No, I can't remember the name of the mod. There's a lot of them. I think it's one of the realistic armor mods. I can't remember the name of it. I think you'd have to have a look for it on the Nexus. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's going to be it for tonight, guys. So thank you all very much for watching. Go for a follow if you haven't already. Like, subscribe, and all that stuff. For those of you on Twitch, you might want to stick around because I think I'm going to see if I can raid Zen or Zentrea. So yeah, back in just a second. Just going to double check my Twitch settings. Dashboard. Raid settings. Okay. Alright, cool. So, for my Twitch peeps, we're going to go and raid Zentrea. So, thank you all very much for watching. Feel free to follow if you haven't already. Like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.